Welcome to AIC Off-Road. I just want to give an update of my 89 Cherokee. I was having a serious misfire problem after this nipple broke off on my airbox. And as you can see, if you watched any of my previous videos, I drilled a hole a little bit bigger, put in this piece here, and installed it, and thought that that would be sufficient. Well, I continue to have massive misfire issues, and I didn't think it was this. And so I did things like replace my spark plugs and my spark plug wires and a few other things, and I was still having a massive misfire. So there's a place locally here in Arizona called Knuckle Busters. One of the things they do is they break old Cherokees. They get Cherokees that have been in accidents or have broke, the engines have seized on them or whatever. The owners don't want them anymore, and they break them down and sell the parts. And I've gotten a lot of my parts from them, a lot of used parts, a lot of used accessories, and they happen to have this. And I didn't want to spend the money on it. They only charged me like $10 for it. I didn't want to spend the money on it because I didn't think it was this. But as soon as I installed it and I drove around the block, no more misfire. And I think that's because if you look at this, my old airbox, it has this insert here. And initially it did not, the hole for the vacuum did not come all the way through. It was, sorry for the poor light, I drilled through it. So this sleeve that comes out of here must do something to the air coming into this vacuum line here that prevents you from either getting too much vacuum or too little vacuum or something. I'm not quite sure exactly what it does, but don't do what I did. Do not pierce this. If I had known if I had to do this again, knowing, because I initially drilled through because I thought I would either have to remove this sleeve or that this screw would be long enough for me to put a bolt on there to hold it in place, and I wouldn't have to epoxy quite as much for it. I would have not drilled through this sleeve and just drilled in just far enough to screw this in. I might have even cut off some of the thread so it went in just enough without having to interfere with this sleeve. So if you have a Renix era, because I haven't seen this on, I actually have an airbox from like a 96, 97, might even be like a 95 Cherokee. It does not have this sleeve here at all. So if you have a Renix era Cherokee and this nipple is broken off, you will not want to drill through like I did, because it has caused me a lot of problems. So if you have any questions about this or any other thing that I've done on my Cherokee or any other accessories or anything I've mentioned on there, feel free to ask in the comments below. I also have a link to my Amazon support link down below as well. Sorry, I guess that link had broken. I've now fixed it, so it's good to go again. But yeah, feel free to ask, and I thank you for watching.